place of the dying cell, homeostasis is achieved. This is because the number of cells is kept the same while some are dying and some are becoming new. When the homeostasis, also known as equilibrium, is disturbed, one of two fatal things can happen. If the cells are dying faster than new ones are making, then you can disintegrate and basically lose all your cells. But if new cells are being made faster than the cells are dying, tumors can be made, which can lead to cancer as well. Now it's Andrew's turn.
Alright. Before the actual process is carried out by the enzymes, apoptotic signals must be connected to an actual death-like pathway by the way of regulatory proteins. This step allows for a more smooth and regulatory process for the cell death, or the option to abort it if the cell actually doesn't even need to die or the problem is fixed. Several proteins are needed in this process. Two main methods that occur to make this process are mitochondrial regulation and direct signal transduction. The actual process of apoptosis of a cell can be broken down to a series of steps. The cell would go under shrinkage and rounding due to the breakdown of its cytoskeletons by enzymes called caspases. The cytoplasm would appear dense and the organelles would appear tightly packed together. Also, the nucleus would start fading in a process known as karyolysis. The chromatome, which are complex DNA and proteins which makes up the chromosomes, are found in the nuclei of a eukaryotic cell. These chromatomes undergoes condensation into compact patches which goes against the nuclear membrane in a process known as pinosis. Nuclear membrane becomes discontinuous and the nuclear membrane actually breaks apart and the DNA with the nucleus is fragmented and split into several discrete chromatin bodies. This process is known as karyohexis. The breakdown and the defragmentation of the nucleus itself inside a cell during cell death can actually be broken down to 3 steps. The first step, karyolysis, is actually when the nucleus itself starts fading pretty slow. This leads to the next step, or pinosis, where the nucleus becomes tightly compacted and all the chromatins would become really patched into the sides of the nuclear membrane. Then the last step, karyohexis, is when the actual membrane would break apart into many pieces. The last few steps of apoptosis, which goes to the eventual breakage and recycling of the cell, can be shown in this diagram and these few steps. This is a regular cell. You can see the nucleus, the cell membrane, and all the organelles of a cell. Eventually, the nucleus itself will start forming irregular bulges called blebs due to the breakage of the cytoskeleton to the caspases and the breakage of the nucleus, which would eventually happen through the processes of karyolysis, pinosis, and karyohexis. Right now you can see the blebs right here, and the cell and the nucleus is going through pinosis, while you see the rest of the organelles being shifted to all the sides. After the blebs are formed, so many will be formed, or maybe the size of them will decrease, that they'll split apart into several vesicles called apotic bodies. Each of these vesicles may contain 1 or 2 of the organelles, like the nucleus that is fragmented due to karyohexis, or any of these other organelles. These will eventually be swallowed and recycled by the phagocytic molecule. It will actually rearrange its cytoskeleton in order to engulf these vesicles. Then it will recycle them in an orderly manner without causing any inflammatory response. This is how apoptosis happens. Apoptosis is a great process that is needed by the human body.
It balances out the splitting of cells due to mitosis. It also prevents cells from infecting the body with diseases and infections.
It can suppress tumors and other things. It may cause hazardous diseases as cancer. Apoptosis in an orderly manner is what keeps us alive.
I will now present the winner of the super happy, fun, family biology game show. In my opinion, both presentations, both were equally as well presented, and both had a lot of content. However, I hate Mayhair Casio. Therefore, I award the 10,000 points to the Slacker team.
Yes!
Therefore, the Slacker team wins.
Alright, that was a complete destruction!
For the prize, I present to the Slacker team the Super Soaker.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Victor. Yes.
Now bow.
I hate you.
Done. 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 Dun 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 dun. I'm tired. Alright, you got it. Super happy family fun biology game. Mary Life Team, your topic is mitosis. You have 25 minutes to prepare, starting now. Okay, cut there. What is your answer? Interphase.
You guys can't laugh.
Pre-prophase. Yeah, you can cut. Beforehand, I have asked each team to prepare a question on their topic for the other team. I'll go receive the Slacker team's question for a Mary Life team right now.
Good luck with that one.
Mary Life team, your question is, what is necrosis and how is it different from apoptosis? You idiot! Oh my god, you idiot! Would you guys care to crack the Slacker team?
Okay. Well, in a plant cell, the cells make a dividing cell wall between the two daughter cells.
Andrew! Andrew! What happened? What happened? Oh, well, Barry, I like that thought thing. I love that thought thing. I love it. No, what happened? Alright, turn that off, you. Oh, Andrew, what'd you do?
All I do is this, look at this.
Oh my god. Let's see how a Mary Life team is doing on their research. What are you doing there, Mayhair?
Did you know that about...
Oh my! That was my bad.
The actual process of apoptosis is actually can be broken down to a series of steps. The cell shrinkage and rounding of it is due to the breakdown of the cell skeleton by proteins or enzymes called casepases. Is it casepases or casebases? You might have one. I don't know. Kit Kat bar.
Cut it! Let's see how the Slacker team's doing. Whoa, is that them?
Yoink! Yeah, thanks for the textbook. We kind of need it.
Get away from me!
Guys.
You remember that scene with Andrew sitting down? Just say like what the host does when he is bored.
Hey, can you believe it? Oh, watch it. Today's weather is cloudy. You know what else? It's windy. I'm amazing. I'm the weatherman. You're recording this, aren't you?
Which may result in cancer if it is not caught by the abuse.
This can also cause the mayor can't say his lines right. So now we're on take like what, 50?
Yeah, that actually is true. Survival, I can't draw sideways or hand upside down. Is it seriously my fault?
Oh my god, okay guys, let's take this over.
This results eventually in one of the daughter cells not having as many chromosomes as the other.
Hey, not only can you not draw, you can't write either. Wow. Well, I'm utterly speechless. Wow.
I'm sorry. Mayor was going too fast for me.
Alright, cut this. Let's cut this.